I'm just telling you, it's not a tip I've ever given someone, and I don't see that it helps anyone in any way. None of the thousands of people that I've taken through weight loss, I don't care if they watch TV or don't watch TV while they're eating. It doesn't really have that big of an impact. I haven't seen. Yeah, I've never given that advice. Yeah.
No, just curious. I just, like I said, I have many different people on the show. I was like, they're eating in front of the television, and then, and I was like, I don't really tend to eat in front of the television, but when I did, I was like, it's not that I really want more. I was like,
no, I don't see this question. But just to be honest with you, at night, I ate my dinner in front of the television. It makes no impact on me at all. It's not, it's not really honestly anything anyone should really be focused on. Has a very, very low impact. There are way more important things that people should be focusing on. Like, for example, how to reset your hormones. For example, when you remember I was telling you about when people are eating sugar over many, many years, eventually their hormones reset. There are two hormones called leptin and ghrelin. Leptin and ghrelin are what tell you when you're hungry or when you're full, when to eat, when not to eat. And sugar, just so people understand this, sugar tells your brain that you can eat more even if you can't. That's what's really important. Sugar tells you can eat more even when you can't. So when you're a sugar burner, when you're running off of sugar, you just keep eating and eating. When you run off of fat, fat tells your brain you're full. So sugar lies to your brain and fat tells the truth. Sugar has the same receptors in the brain as cocaine. So this is a very highly addictive substance. And I would pay more attention to removing sugar from your diet than the television.
Yeah, I actually, I want to put some personal experience just to be relatable. I mean, not saying you're not relatable, but what I'm saying, just to share from my perspective as well.
Yep.
I've been noticing. I was just in Ireland a week ago, and luckily I finally got out of the 5-hour head difference. Holy moly! But what I've noticed when I was before Ireland, I was having really bad back pain, and my doctor gave me these anti-inflammatory medicine and back spasm medicine to get to make it stop, and he only gave it to me for like one refill just so I can, because it was like really, really bad, and I felt like curling up in a ball. And it's like, this hurts so bad, I can't even move. I couldn't even stand, couldn't sit, couldn't lay down. Anything I do was just ow. And so I finally, and so in Ireland, I my last 3 days was there. I was like, I wonder what's going on with my body, and I thought I was eating pretty healthy, and then I kind of made a I'm looking for the right word. I kind of came to a conclusion that it's not what I was eating, but because my doctor gave me this anti-inflammatory medicine, it was like some kind of a steroid, so to speak, is a little pill, and just to reduce the inflammation. And I was like, wait, how would I get all this inflammation? And I realized that certain foods I've eaten over the years can cause inflammation, and too much of this, too much of that. And so fast forward, I decided, I'm going to try the Mediterranean diet, not to lose weight or anything, because I don't need to lose weight. And basically for almost 2 weeks now, I've had Zippo pain. I have like I might feel like a little discomfort in karate because I'm just working out and whatnot, but just a mild discomfort of just being working out and whatnot, as I supposed to feel, feeling that little, what they're saying, feel the little burn, and so but like coming home from karate is like, ah, I haven't been in pain. My muscles don't feel my punches don't feel like it's gonna like break my wrist. I was like, I feel like really, really, really good. I was like, I like this. So I'm just sharing. It's like, and it's like, I kind of like how I really feel. No back pain, no this, no that. And I was like, thank you, Mediterranean diet. I appreciate it.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's a good thing. The challenge is with most people, if you're a sugar burner and your physiology is switched over to sugar, um, your body, it doesn't matter so this is the challenge with most people going into diets. Most diets, the reason they don't work really well is because you haven't changed your hormones. Not you. You didn't really have to lose weight. But the average person who has 10, 20, 30, 40 pounds of fat, they've tried all kinds of diets, Mediterranean, paleo, keto. And the reason that hasn't worked is because there's no hormone reset. So one of the things we do, this is important for people to hear, is in the fast40weightloss.com, we actually take people in 40 days and we reset their hormones. So we take them through a process of eating clean. We reset the hormones. We have a proprietary drops. They're not chemicals. They're not pharmaceutical. They drop it into the tongue every single day. And it actually changes their hormones back from identifying sugar as a fuel source to identifying fat. Because the problem is if someone is 10, 20, 30 pounds overweight, even if they eat Mediterranean diet, their body is still burning sugar as a fuel source. So we've got to get the body back over to that fat burning process.
And I want to ask you, does people have to cut sugar completely out, or can they like treat themselves during holiday meals?
So in our program, it takes 40 days to reset your hormones. You must remove all sugars, because the question you just asked is like you might as well ask me the same question about cocaine. If I want to get off cocaine, what happens if I have a little bit of cocaine? It literally stimulates the receptors. Yes, you get right back on it. It stimulates the receptors and you go right back to it. So we only take 40 days to reset. That's all it takes. Not the rest of someone's life, just 40 days. It resets the hormones. And then, yes, you can have sugar and alcohol and stuff like that back after, as long as your hormones have been reset.
No, well, that's what I was talking about afterwards. Like, does it have to be completely forever, or could it be like after 40 days, hey, can I have a cookie? Or
Yep. As long as you have, if your hormones have been reset, you can have sugar, you can have alcohol. Yeah, and it doesn't cause a problem. It really is about the hormone reset. That's the big deal.
So, I actually have a rule of thumb that I live by for when I have sweets. I limit to pretty much holidays, and if I'm going to like one of my aunts and uncles' birthday parties, as a family gathering, I do so. But if it's something store bought, because like I live across the street from a grocery store, like I was like, nope, can't eat it. If it's homemade, I can eat it. And
yeah,
the reason why I limit myself to that, because I was like, well, store bought ice cream, nothing's really good. I mean, it's not for me. It doesn't do it for me. It's like, gee, I can buy an ice cream. What we do? I can have ice cream sandwiches. Doesn't do it for me. If it's like a specialty ice cream place down at the shore, it's like, I'll treat myself, but it's not worth it for me.
Yeah, we have all of our patients actually cooking home cooked meals. That's a really important piece, is to really make a home cooked meal, because you can't really. It's very challenging to mitigate what goes inside your food. unless you're cooking it yourself. So yeah, I think that's a really big deal for sure.
What kind of foods should people eat when they're trying to lose weight?
If someone is actually doing a hormone reset program, then I can give advice. If someone's not resetting their hormones, you're just wasting your time. But if you actually are resetting your hormones, you need to remove sugar for 40 days, and you need to eat lean meats, vegetables, and fruits. You've got to remove all simple